Captain? 0 days without an accident.
It takes some kind of Nobel Prize to put this freaking IKEA project together, I'll tell you that much.
Okay, quick update on the project. We have added this skirt on top of the garage doors. Yes, we were missing that. We've added that window, I don't know if we've shown you that. We've added the back windows, we've added the door. What Mitch has been doing is this. So we have 2 pieces of trim given to us. One that goes, I think is also like somewhat supportive. He described it more like as one of the girts. So there's this piece of trim, and then there's this that goes on the outside. The siding will come and see right here. So before we start siding, we have to screw this on the other. He has done the silver part almost the whole way down, halfway down, and he's also going around and cutting the foam of the ICF so that this trim can sit properly. He also found a lot of trim pieces that are for like the sides of the windows. We didn't know what will happen, you know, like, okay, the window will go in here, you're gonna be seeing red on the side or on the bottom of it, and there's trim for all of that.
You see right through my naked eye, and we can't just waste it, 'cause I wouldn't stop to wonder why. There's a million reasons you leave me as I'm falling down, as I'm falling down. Don't leave me as I'm falling down.
Yeah, you were like excited when we figured out we have 1 trim, and now we have 2.
Fixing all of the problems with the foundation, like that move
yeah.
from the ICF, it's gonna make the bottom straight and it's perfect. This sits at the same edge as the girt.
They gave us those too. Oh, that's what a self-tapping thing is.
No, this is we got.
Oh.
Didn't give us these or instructions to how to put them down. Base channel.
Really?
It's the channel, but the thing doesn't say anything about how to anchor it. But I found some videos from just like steel building companies that they put out.
So I just went around and put this black tar along this edge to seal it. There's a couple of big gaps like right here that I think we're gonna have to caulk it a little and then use the sealer again. Other than that, it went good. We had a few things flying around, just, you know, like a few pieces of trim and a few pieces of insulation. Nothing too bad really. The good thing is we'll have a lot of trees to hold the things that try to fly away. So this whole side is finished with that trim. Now we're gonna put the second one, right?
Yeah.
Hi everyone! Today is Sunday. Last weekend was when his cousins and aunt and uncle were here, and we pretty much put up like the whole skeleton of the building. We were missing like only a few girts next to the really big garage door, and then the brackets is what has been going on for at least a few days. Oh yes, that was one more thing. We had those rods, half of them we have put up, the other half we put up the beginning of the week, but we hadn't really tightened any of them because Mitch wanted to go around and make sure everything was level. So like I said, today's Sunday, 1 week after they came and helped us to put it up. Yesterday it has been so windy, but yesterday in particular it was insane for about an hour, and it flew a bunch of the trim down the mountain. So we were running to get some of the trim and some of the insulation, which is very heavy. So we ended up spending an hour and a half trying to like secure everything and tie down, and we were trying to put tarps on top. And even the moments where it was no windy, it was still very windy. So lots of wasted time there, but we had to do it because we were very worried that today Mitch will get there and there will be just insulation just spread all over the mountain. So that's where we are. There's still more squaring and leveling to happen for the building, unfortunately. When I asked him last night if we will start putting insulation and siding today, he said no. The side of the big garage door still needs leveled and tightened and all that. And then we're going around and putting the inside trim at the bottom. We have 15 people coming next weekend. His whole family is coming next weekend to help us. I'm just really excited to just have the first piece of insulation and wall coming down.
Okay, back here this morning. Last night I stayed late and I got this window in. I'm not sure if Katerina showed you the frame, all the posts to the ground for windows and walk-in doors and garage doors here. We had to drill into the concrete and put some like expansion anchors for these little things, and then these ones, they're low enough they just went to the bottom girt, so it really wasn't so bad. It's a 3-piece frame, so it just has a leg, and then a base or a seal, I don't know what the proper term is, and then it came with a little header piece. So it really wasn't bad. I got those all put up last night, and then I got here first thing this morning because it was really windy last night to put that window in. Worked out well, so.
How are you feeling, honey?
I'm feeling good. My amazing wife brought me a breakfast burrito today, so how could I feel any better?
Exactly.
Yes, so this is going to be fast because I want my breakfast burrito now. All of the bolts are tightened, all of the cables, braces are tightened, everything except that end wall. So I've gotten all of this and I'm just moving around the front, and to tighten these I had to build those like struts. So I'm getting this all tightened and going as
What's a strut?
on the beams, they're tight. Up there on the eave, which is the front piece, along the side here,
Yeah.
that piece is very like wobbly, so it needs support because of these big garage door beams are going up to it.
Okay.
So it has a secondary piece behind it that goes back to the other purlin.
Okay.
So it ties them together.
Come on. Okay, get your finger
Almost a zoom.
Okay.
So it wasn't so bad, but it comes in like 1,006 pieces. Really 3, but you have 3 like decently heavy pieces and you're trying to hold them at an angle, and the eave like pulls in a little. I think once you screw the sheeting to it, it probably pulls it out.
Okay.
So everything kind of pulls in a little. So I wanted to pull it out a little since I'm screwing to it. So I'm trying to like pull out and go, but I had enough clamps that I got it to work. So I think I found the system now and figured out what goes on. So I don't think the next 3 will be so bad.
Cool.
Yeah, the windows went pretty good. They're like just heavy enough that you're like kind of casual with them. Because
I mean, the windows were heavy.
I mean, they're decently heavy, definitely, and a little awkward, but I kept getting them in there and I needed to adjust like them to get them square.
So the trim that's over here now, that's some is for the windows?
None of it's for the windows inside. So
Okay.
I was wrong. The window goes like this and then the J goes around it. So from the outside, it will look completely
But do the trim go first or the siding go first?
for
the windows and the doors?
I don't know. The guy that I showed you last night, the very good guy on YouTube, he puts his trim in after the siding, and I saw that too on like one of the metal building like company videos. So I want to see about that before I try it like too much. I'll probably try it on the first window. If it goes well, then I'll do that.
There is one piece left that will go right here, connecting these. And then these three little ones. Those actually you're gonna have to drill both sides.
I think I'll be using the torch. Those are small enough I can mark them easy and just cut out the torch or something. Okay,
Okay.
tape measure.
Is it down there?
Probably I left it on somewhere.
That has only happened a few times throughout this whole process.
On this last pass where I've tightened everything down, I tried to find all tools.
Where was the tape measure?
Less more.
Where was it? You were even wanting to blame me. Where was it? He was in the truck, the driver's side. What?
Can you believe they're the same? The window is actually centered.
Well, that's a good thing. The bracket left?
It's so nice.
Where did it go? Oh, here.
All of these pieces, getting rid of them, it's an amazing feeling.
Brackets, brackets, brackets.
Yeah, brackets was all I could dream about for 3 days.
What? Speak toward the
I
camera.
have 2 little brackets that I put on this side to be done, and I need to go put the 2 on that other side too.
Which other side?
This corner. And that way, I want to be done with this whole side.
Where are we off to now, Captain? We literally don't know if you're speaking or not.
Over here!
Beep, beep. For these 3 pieces? For those 3 pieces up here? What? What bottoms?
Like get this whole thing squared, right? This is the last wall.
Ah.
I need to put that bottom channel on like I did the other side.
Hi guys, so I'm about to get ready to go to the lot. Yesterday we finished all like the little gird pieces and straightening and squaring out the building, and he had said that when I left last night he was gonna put the trim down on the second short side. So right now we have the trim on the one long side and the one short side, and he was gonna do it on the other short side too, because it's the last side he needed to square, and he wanted to do together with the trim. I guess in a way the trim is helping him a little make sure it's like a straight line. This is the last post?
Yeah, those are all done and the tops are tight to about halfway there, so that's this one.
So we get to actually put siding today?
No, it's going to be 40-mile-an-hour winds.
I don't, the forecast doesn't say that.
I don't know, I'll see how it goes.
Was that the last bracket?
Brackets!
No more brackets! Woo! Except for 2 more, but there are no brackets. The only thing left, let me show you actually. We just have 2 of these little like metal thing right here. Don't know what they're for, but 2 of those left. All the red things are up, everything else is done, everything is tightened. We have brought the door that goes back there today to put it in because we want to make sure that everything is at the right size before we start putting siding on. That back door, we're gonna build ourselves. What's going on, honey?
Well, the whole building is leaning a little like this on this side, and I'm not sure how I could possibly adjust that. It's not like very much, but I would like to get a little out, mainly because of the garage door.
But I thought you had said all of those were fine.
They were. Ah, this one's pretty good.
Oh, good.
These ones were worse though. Yeah, see? This one, okay, we can change the screw location, but the bottom is fixed. It's 12 feet apart. That thing is holding them at 12 feet apart.
So how is that? A little the other way.
No, it's the same. These last 3 are all leaning out a little. Maybe the whole thing like flattened out. It is pushing the bottom out a little bit. If the beam flattened a little, it would push the top out. So the center post needs to pick up a little. I think if I just raise this post straight up a little with the bolt, then it should pick up the center and let this have room. So I'll drop these a little and raise that a little. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing that really makes sense because the 2 points are fixed.
Okay guys, we're coming to the end and a lot of little tiny problems are coming up. First, I was wrong earlier. We were not done and ready for siding because we have not done these 3 girts. But we have done these 3 girts because Mitch didn't want to do it until he screws this part up. The one he's by actually. Because that screws up to that top thing, and we haven't done that because we were waiting to level everything. And as he just explained, this whole thing was kind of like falling in a little, so it was actually incredibly easy, he said, to raise the one big beam, the big one by where he is, and as he raised it, the side one actually got almost perfectly straight. So the only things not straight were the ones by the 0 space awareness. These 2 that are around the garage door. So he went up there to now tighten the the top, the corner at the top. and we're hoping that that will pull everything this way, which will be the right way, which will fix the lean problem, and hopefully that will be the last part, so that you can put the last 0 days without an accident. So it seems like it worked. Then we'll put the last 3 girts up, and we can continue on putting the door, which will, I think, for sure go on before we start the siding. Plus there's supposed to be like crazy winds today, so we're waiting to see if this actually happens or not. Again, very bad at forecasting weather here. It has been very like slightly windy today, but nothing like it was 4 days ago for like 3 days in a row where the forecast didn't say wind. And as I'm saying that, it started to get windy, so let's not jinx it. You're just fixing them one by one?
Yeah, the first one I like got it to work, and now this one's getting pretty close too.
Do you think these will push the other over because of how they're connected?
That one, the little side of the garage door, yeah, it can move easy.
Okay.
I just need to get this one square, and then that one I just move the top and screw it where I want it.
Well, aren't you tough?
I'm very tough. It did take some kind of Nobel Prize to put this freaking IKEA project together, I'll tell you that much. This is not the beginner construction project.
You're not a beginner.
I know, I'm just saying. I mean, you can see the bubble?
Yeah. So the other way. So it's like twisted almost.
I mean, everything just kind of like bends. I probably pulled it down when I pulled it out a little. But even these bigger ones, like, they move quite a bit. At first I wanted it to be a little, like, I don't know, I think it's going to end up being pretty good with plumb and everything.
We're still trying to straighten the last side of the building where the big garage door is going. We have to because the big garage door is going there. We've tried everything, lifting, lowering. It seems like part of the problem is the one side of the garage door is kind of flimsy, which makes it really difficult for it to be level. Like, it almost looks like it's bending sideways. So we're taking some serious measures now. Mitch has connected the straps to both of the sides that we want to pull over. And we are not joking anymore. Get it?
We got it.
It's ow! Well, that's a big hole right there. Is it exciting?
Something. It's like half I'm pissed off how long it took, and half I'm excited I'm done.